I definitely learned my lesson. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I tell you, they are just scum. Scum, scum, scum. They get scummier every single day. One Nugs video and 2 Super Auto Pets games. Good morning, guys. My name's Bee. I'm a full-time gig worker in the Kansas City metro area. I promote multi-apping here, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on those notifications so you don't miss when my next video comes out. It's about 8:06 Saturday morning, and I only need about $69 to hit my goal for the week, but I do have some Spark tips that won't come in until later this afternoon, early evening. So my goal actually is going to be $115 because I want to make sure I cover those tips in case they don't come through. So I'm ready to get my day started. So as soon as I get my first offer, I'll let you know. Alright guys, I got my first order. It's going to be a Spark order. When I accepted the order, I was about 3.3 miles away and 6 minutes. I'm almost to the store right now. So this was an ASAP, so apparently it's probably been sitting out here for a while, so the order should be ready by the time I get there. I would think they'd have it out to me pretty quick. So this order is for $23.45, $16.45 of that space pay, and I'll get that today. And then there's a $7 tip on it. I'll get that tomorrow, hopefully. It's a double order going 4.1 miles. And there's quite a few cars here this morning. It may not be as quick as I think. Looks like there's about 4 cars already here, but a couple of them are being loaded up right now, so may not be too bad. The first order has 36 items, 49 units, and then the second order has 12 items, 22 units. Looks like both of them are 2 apartments. And the heaviest thing I see on here is a couple jugs of tea and a 2-liter of soda, so not too bad. So I have a little story to share with you guys today. This happened on Thursday. I had taken a double order on Spark, and while I was sitting there waiting for the order, this fantastic order from Jack Stack Barbecue popped up. I don't remember the exact amount of the offer. I think it was like $9.50 or something like that for a little over 4 miles. So there were like 10 items on it. So I thought, oh man, you know, Jack Stack, you guys know that's like my favorite restaurant to pick up from. So they always turn into higher pay when you get that many items. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I looked at the times that my Spark orders were due, and I looked to make sure real quick that there was nothing, like no ice cream or anything like that. So I grabbed it, and once I got my Spark orders on board, I went and picked up that order and dropped it off. Turned into a $43 order, so it was a good order. Headed towards my first Spark drop-off, dropped it off, and as I was dropping it off, I got like a $11 offer on Ubereats for Pega's Family Restaurant. So I thought, I've got time. I've got about 20 minutes before I have to have this order dropped off. So I ran up to Pega's really quick and grabbed it, went and dropped it off, and I was about a minute away from the drop-off for that last Spark order, and they canceled the order on me because, well, I don't remember what they call that, like the chain of something, where, you know, your items can't be out of the refrigerator or whatever for more than an hour, I guess, because that's about the time I picked it up. So they canceled that order on me, and I ended up having to take the order back to the store. And I'll tell you what, I was very embarrassed. I mean, I didn't give them the reason or anything like that, but I was pretty embarrassed, and I definitely learned my lesson. So I could probably get 1 order done in that time, but not 2. So I was trying to do a little bit of multi-apping, and it backfired on me. So I had to share that with you guys and tell on myself, because I don't always do everything the right way. And I think sometimes I push things to the limit. I definitely learned my lesson. And actually, I didn't even know that that was a thing, that they would cancel the order on you if you didn't have that second order there by the time it tells you. So I learned something new, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistake. So still no sign of my orders yet. All right, guys, I got the orders on board, and it took them probably 10, 12 minutes to get it out to me. Not too bad. I ain't gonna complain about that. So I'm 3.3 miles away from the first drop off, and it's gonna take me 8 minutes to get there. So let's go get this customer their groceries. Alright, I have that first order off. I didn't get to record because when I got to the apartment, there were people kind of sitting out on their back patio. So I would have just felt a little awkward with my camera on. So, alright, next drop off is 1.4 miles and only 4 minutes. So let's go get this off. Alright guys, got my next order on DoorDash. It is picking up from Daylight Donuts. It was for $7 going 3.8 miles. The DoorDash order is due at 9:30 a.m. and it's 9:08 right now. And then I also accepted an order on Grubhub. It's for $6.62 going 2.7 miles. The pickup and the drop-off is on my way to the drop-off for the DoorDash. Alright, I have both orders on board. The first drop-off, which is going to be the Grubhub, is 0.6 miles away and going to take me 4 minutes to do it. So it's nice to get a little bit of dirty multi-apping action for you today. It's not very often that that happens. And all dirty multi-apping is taking 2 orders on separate apps. They're going the same direction or dropping off fairly close to each other. This McDonald's one just happened to be on the way to my other one. It's probably taking me a total of about 7 minutes to do this McDonald's order. Alright guys, on my way to my next order. 2.1 miles, gonna be like 5 minutes. So I'm at the drop-off. This is a leave at door and it says please don't knock. The text is sufficient. Dogs will bark if you knock. I'll text her before I take the photo, so that should work. Okay, so I dropped that order off about 9:28, so I still even made it within the time frame that DoorDash allowed me. And then I have my next order lined up. It's another Grubhub, picking up at McDonald's, different McDonald's this time. This McDonald's order was for $11.05, going 5.2 miles. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised I got an order like this from Grubhub. They've been sending me garbage all morning long. They sent me one earlier this morning for $16.87, going 15.5 miles. Then they sent me this one for $12.20, going 17 miles. Looks like I'd have to drive a good 10 minutes to even get to the restaurant on that one. So not good, Grubhub. Then they sent me this one for $12.73, going 11 miles. Once again, having to drive probably 7 to 8 miles to even get to the restaurant, and probably another 3 miles or so to get to the drop-off. So Grubhub has an issue with the timing on their orders. They would rather have us put the miles on our car because they can't get the timing right with the restaurant to make the food. I don't want to drive 7 to 10 miles to go pick up an order and then drive another 3 to 5 miles to drop it off. I would rather sit and wait at the restaurant for 10 minutes and then go drop off my order. So give me something close, I'll wait 10 minutes and then I'll go drop it off. That's way better than putting all the mileage on your vehicle. It's gonna destroy it. So I'm very picky about my Grubhub orders. Grubhub really needs to get this figured out. That's all I can say. I accepted my next order on Spark. This Spark order is for $20.67. Base pay is $15.67 on it, and there's only a $5 tip on it. I'm not worried about that. You know, I'm just trying to get some money right now while it's slow. It's a double order going 4.5 miles. Well, the only bad thing about the whole thing is I'm about 16 minutes away from the store to pick it up. So it's like almost 7 miles to get over there, but I don't have anything else going on, so I might as well be on my way to go make some money, right? So let's go get these 2 orders on board and we'll go from there. So I'm about ready to pull into my parking spot, and hopefully it won't take them long to get them out here. And there's only one other car here besides me. So I have to tell on myself again with another story. This happened on Thursday also. I had a Spark order and I was delivering some groceries to an apartment. And so of course, you know, I was trying to take as many groceries as possible so I didn't have as many trips to make. This order had eggs on it. I bet you can tell where this story's going. So I was trying to close the trunk after I'd gotten all the groceries. And I got the trunk so far down, and then I was trying to use my elbow to finish pressing it down. And I had all the bags out of the way, but as I went down with my elbow, it caused the bag that had the eggs in it to go right into where the trunk was closing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And there was a good crunch, so I knew I'd smashed them. But I put all the groceries down and looked at the eggs just to make sure, and it had busted 2 of them. It wasn't a dozen, it was a half a dozen eggs. So 2 of them were smashed, and I thought, oh crap, you know, just something else to make it take longer to get done with this order. I wasn't gonna just give the lady her broken eggs. I mean, I gave her the broken eggs. I told her I could either Venmo her money for the eggs, or I could run to the closest store and get more eggs for her. So she asked me to get more eggs for her. I mean, she had very few anyway. It was only half a dozen, right? So she probably needed all of them that were in there. So I had to take time to run to the store and, you know, get the eggs. So I ran to Aldi's, it was the closest, and bought eggs. I don't even remember what they cost. A couple dollars maybe. Once again, money out of my pocket, but you know, I wasn't going to give the customer broken eggs. So when I took the eggs back, she was very gracious. She didn't get mad at me or anything. And so, you know, I told her I appreciated her giving me the opportunity to correct my mistake without her getting mad or upset. You know, if you make a mistake, own up to it, correct it if you can, and then be on your merry way. That's about all you can do. All right, I think that's enough stories of me telling on myself. So the first order has 26 items, 31 units, and the second order has 17 items, 19 units, and the bigger one's to a house, thank goodness, and then the smaller one is to an apartment. So I'm still waiting on my order. I'll let you know as soon as I get it. All right, both orders are on board. It probably took them about 15 or 16 minutes to get them out here. All right, so this first drop off is about 1.4 miles and only 4 minutes. So let's go get this done. Alright guys, next drop off is 2.7 miles away, gonna take me 7 minutes. So let's get over there. Alright guys, I just had this happen. I declined an order on DoorDash, and my phone went back to the just regular map screen. And I just happened to be messing around with my Android. This was on my iPhone that happened. And then on my Android phone, I was messing around with it, and when I finally got DoorDash back up, it says, hey, your dash has been paused. And I was like, my iPhone isn't showing that my app's paused. I flipped the app up so it went off my screen, and then I went back in and hit the DoorDash app to pull it back up. And when I pulled it back up, there was a 10-minute timer on my screen. So DoorDash is getting dirtier and dirtier. I tell you, I mean, it's not even showing you when you're paused now. If you're not getting orders for a few minutes from DoorDash, you might want to refresh your app just to make sure that they don't have you in a timeout. I tell you, they are just scum. They get scummier every single day. But I just wanted to make you guys aware that's what DoorDash is doing now. They're even hiding the timer from Dashers so that they don't even know they're paused. So just be aware. This isn't the first time it happened to me. I had it happen to me yesterday or the day before also. And probably won't be the last. So keep a close eye on your app. Alright guys, my next order's on Spark. It's 11:02 right now. This order is for $25.24. Base pay is $15.24 with a $10 tip, which I should get tomorrow. So this is a double order going 4.9 miles, so I can go pick it up immediately. So I'm 7.3 miles away from the store. It's going to take me 14 minutes to get up there. So let's go get these puppies on board. Alright, it is 11:21. I just pulled into my parking spot, and there's 3 other cars here before me. Looks like they're loading one up right now. So there's 1 item on one of the orders and 1 unit. And then on the other order, it's 39 items, 48 units. And it still shows getting ready on my app. How can it still be getting ready when this was an ASAP? But this is a store that I waited for over an hour yesterday for my order. This better not happen again today. This better not happen again today. But I guess we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Alright, it's 8:29. Nobody's brought anything out yet, but at least the order status on the app is ready. So hopefully they'll have it out here fairly quickly. Could be wishful thinking too. Okay guys, they finally have them out to me. Took them 1 Nugs video and 2 Super Auto Pets games. So that totaled up to about 26 minutes. I'm on my way to the first drop off. It's 3.6 miles. Gonna take me 12 minutes to get over there. So let's go get it off.
Hello?
Hi, I'm here with your Walmart order, but I'm having trouble finding your apartment. It took me to the leasing office, and that's where I'm at.
Can you see the swimming pool to your right?
Uh-huh. Up the stairs?
There is an entrance there. Yeah. So
Oh.
I will come down in a minute.
Okay, you'll meet me at that outside door by the pool.
Yeah, I'll meet you by the pool. There's a door by the pool. Can you see that?
Yes, I think I'm right here, so.
Oh, okay. I'll be down in 1 minute.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, these apartments in this area of KCK are just set up really weird. So anyway, she came down and got her item. So I'm ready to head to my next order. It's 1.4 miles, gonna take me 6 minutes to get over there. So let's go get it off. Alright guys, I got both those Spark orders off. The last customer actually gave me a $4 cash tip, so a little more worth my weight being stuck there for almost half an hour. So I actually ended up making $19.24. That's just the base pay with the tip, so I'll take it. My next order's on Ubereats. I am picking up at Hawaiian Brothers. It's for $7.54. It showed 6.6 miles, but I already had to come back part of those miles. I'm thinking it's gonna probably be 3 miles to the drop-off once I pick up from the restaurant. All right, it only took a couple minutes to get that out to me. And it's 3.3 miles to the drop-off and gonna take me like 8 minutes to get there. So I was pretty darn close on the guess of how many miles I was gonna have left to go once I got to the restaurant. All right, my next order's on DoorDash, picking up from Fortune Palace. It's for $7, going 3.9 miles. There's just 2 items. I think it might go up just a little bit, but just because of the type of restaurant it is, a Chinese restaurant, but it could stay the same, which is fine. I'm taking it either way. All right, I'm 3.3 miles away, and it's gonna take me 8 minutes to get over there, so it's gonna drop me in an area where I should be able to get another order fairly quickly, but sometimes that area is not busy out there. Hopefully it'll be my lucky day. Alright, just like I thought, it had a $2 hidden tip on it, so the amount shown was $7 and it went up to $9. So as I always say, every little bit helps. Alright guys, finally got an order. It took me quite a while. Things have really slowed down. It's on DoorDash. It's picking up from Panera Bread. It's going 3.1 miles, has 3 items, and it's for $6.50. So it might go up a little bit. And I say that just because of the restaurant I'm picking up from and no other reason. It might be $1 more is what I'm thinking. Yeah, this is the Paneras that can be slow sometimes, so I never know what I'm gonna get when I walk in there. Alright guys, this should be a pretty quick drop off. It's 1.9 miles, only 5 minutes to get there, so let's go get this off. Alright, it had a hidden tip on it, but it was only 50 cents, so it went up from $6.50 to $7. Alright guys, I decided to call it a day. It was a little after 2, so orders were just like almost non-existent or like no tip, small tip, whatever, you know, they were just horrible. So it was actually a pretty slow day. I ended up doing maybe 1 order an hour, except for I think it was like the 11 o'clock hour, and I did 3 in that hour, but still only made like $24 on it. As long as all my tips come in from Spark for yesterday, and then the ones I did today come in tomorrow, I'll have made over $1,400 for the week. So I'm happy with that. I've got a little bit of leeway if some of them don't come through, so I should still hit my weekly goal of $1,350. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and be sure to turn on those notifications so you don't miss my next video. So you guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. I'm doing like maybe 1 order a day, and that was it.